Hey everyone, welcome back to Inglebard Gaming. Just a quick news bite for you today, and I'll be back later in the week with a full video. What full video? How about the first proper installment in my Deflamask tutorial series? Until then, here's some news about a new Genesis RPG that's just launched on Kickstarter today, called Affinity Sorrow. Whoa, hold up. Let's hit pause. Let me give you a moment of full disclosure. What you're about to watch is, in a way, a shameless self-promotion. You see, I'm composing the music for this new game and thus have an interest in whether or not it succeeds on Kickstarter. So here's what I'm not going to do today. I won't try to sell you on it, and I won't tell you it's the super amazing, most bestest thing ever. Nope, I'm telling you that the game is out there, and I'll be showing you some footage of the demo and the music I've worked on for it and the Kickstarter. You can hear the full, uninterrupted songs on my music channel linked above and in the description. Also, no one reviewed this video prior to upload or even this script prior to quote-unquote filming. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get on with it, shall we? Affinity Sorrow is an original new JRPG headed to the Genesis from Second Dimension. If you're into the Genesis dev and aftermarket game scene, that name may be familiar to you as they're the team behind the Curse of Ilmore Bay on the Genesis, and Ira the Crow Maiden on the Genesis and NES. Those games were kickstarted successfully in the past and have been or are being delivered, so at minimum you can see they've done this before and have seen things through. Affinity Sorrow will be Second Dimension's biggest game yet, both in length and overall epic scope. Here's just a glance at the Kickstarter itself, which is linked in the description, so you can get a look at the characters, art style of the game, and things like that. As you can see, the game will have plenty of playable characters and the types of varied environments you'd expect to see in an epic 16-bit RPG. You can check all this out on the Kickstarter page though, so let's move on. Here's an early look at the demo, which you can also download from the Kickstarter page right now. Hey, look, there's me right at the top. I don't know who those other guys are. I guess they did something on the game. Nah, it's fine. They're the guys at Second Dimension who worked on those other games I just told you about. Not me, though. This is my first project with them. Anyway, in this demo, we've got a town and a dungeon area with combat. You can wander around and talk to the residents, enter buildings, open a few chests, and generally do town stuff. When you've had your fill of that, you can head off to the upper left area and enter the cave. We'll do that shortly. For now, enjoy the visuals of the town. I won't give my opinion on them since I'm working on this game, but you can see how they compare to other Genesis RPGs, both from the commercial releases in its original lifetime, as well as the aftermarket stuff for more recent years. The music? Well, obviously that's amazing, right? I'm kidding. Just like the graphics, I won't comment on the quality of the music, especially since in this case, I both wrote it and created the actual sound files that were incorporated into the game. But I will let you listen to it as I wander around the town a little here, and like with the visuals, you can tell how it sounds compared to other Genesis RPGs. So a little about this demo, folks. It's really just designed to illustrate some of the game engines and components that are up and running. So while you can wander around doing the aforementioned town stuff, it's a little sparse at the moment. Don't worry, the complete game will be livelier and more populated. And look, ooh, sneaky. We've even got hidden pathways already, like every good 2D RPG needs.
How about that?
Alright, let's check out that cave/dungeon area. Right now, this is also a prototype of what will be in the real game. There's no goal in the dungeon as of right now, nothing specific to do, no key item to find, or any boss to fight. All those sorts of things will absolutely be in the real game. What you can do is wander around and fight enemies. And since they can't defeat you as of the moment, feel free to linger and listen to the battle music if you want. If the battle music reminds you of Final Fantasy in some ways, that's certainly not what I was going for.
It's false.
But seriously, the Genesis never got a Final Fantasy game, so hopefully Affinity Sorrow will sort of help plug that gap in its lineup. I wanted to write a song that wasn't from any Final Fantasy title, but sounded like it could have been. Feel free to tell me in the comments if I succeeded or failed miserably at that. Right now, there's not a whole lot more to say since we're in the earliest days of the project. While a significant portion of the groundwork has already been done, there's obviously a lot more to do with a full-scope epic 16-bit RPG. As such, it'll be a while before it's ready. The plan as it stands is to deliver the completed game before the end of 2024. Now, I told you I wasn't going to push this on you just because I'm working on it, and I'm not. If this isn't for you, I get it, that's cool. If Kickstarter gives you the willies, hey, I understand that too. But for anyone who is interested in supporting the project directly and helping fund a new JRPG on the Genesis, well, here's your chance. Finally, I am not personally involved with the Kickstarter or its administration. I'm not an employee of the company, I'm just a contractor on this project. What that means is, don't ask me what's going on or for status updates or any of that kind of stuff because, frankly, I won't know those things. The moral of the story is, for any Affinity Sorrow Kickstarter related stuff, go to the Kickstarter. If you want to see or keep up with occasional music updates, I'll probably do a bit of that on both of my channels. I won't be putting up every single song on my music channel, but I will definitely be putting up a few more as time goes on. And that'll do it for this video, my retro gaming friends. If you enjoyed it, please like and share it. If you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. You can now also support my work on Patreon or Ko-fi. With that, I'll say thanks for watching, and see me later.